Sorry, he got a little carried away. I was looking up Christian belly dancing because I want to add me belly dancing to Christian songs, praising and worshiping God while belly dancing. And to see that that there's a way to do that, I was excited. So I'm sorry, I forgot that Monday is our YouTube day. So let's get started. We're reacting to Oliver to the Rescue. I do not know Thomas and Friends Mattel owns everything. And let me just set this up. And let's go. If you just see me checking this, it's because I'm just checking something. So don't worry, I'm still watching.
Active service. Oliver was lucky and was rescued from scrap by Douglas.
Yeah,
but he knows most engines on that railway weren't so lucky. One thing he had to get used to was the presence of diesels on the island. He quickly warmed up to kind diesels like Boko, Mavis, and Daisy, but still had a nervous grudge against others.
Careful, Oliver. Don't get too close to the torch, or you'll really get scrapped this time.
Get lost, you bumblebees. You diesels are all despicable. Every single one of you. Begging your pardon, Mr. Oliver, but I don't think that's quite accurate. What about, Boko? Yes, I know. I'm sorry. I guess some are nice. Don't let those bigots get to you. No one likes them.
Keep the rest. Sorry, I'm looking for a certain song I really want to do. So yeah, I got it now, so we're good.
Oh, I've heard all about that. Nasty devils. Ironically, they're just as old as we were when they started taking over the mainland. Yeah, some of them, like Boko's class, are already obsoleted. That evening, the Fat Controller had important news.
There is going to be a Great Western reunion on the mainland, and they would very much like to have some Shodor engines there. Would you two like to go?
Oh, yes, please. I would love that. Do you think Toad could come too?
Yeah, I think it would be a great idea. They could use some Great Western rolling stock as well. Donald and Douglas will manage the branch line while you two are away.
The Fat Controller also asked Percy, but he adamantly declined.
I don't associate with the Great Western anymore. That was a part of my life that I'm not too proud of. Sodor is my home. Not that stuck-up GWR.
You wouldn't have been talking about my GWR, would you?
Oh, hello, Jock. I was just saying how, the Great Western was, well, great.
It is, and we've come to make sure you agree, or else.
What?
We're just playing with you. We know you had a bad experience, so we'll go so you don't have to. A few weeks later,
Donald and Douglas,
to the mainland.
Have fun. Don't get lost. Let me rescue you again.
Don't get lost,
Both engines had a marvelous time being photographed and chatting with other Great Western engines. They all had stories about being preserved, but none were as daring as Oliver's. At the end of the day, Duck went home first, while Oliver decided to take an evening dinner train. As he arrived back at the station, the weather had started changing. The wind was howling.
Good grief. I knew it was supposed to be rainy tonight, but this is like a hurricane.
Mr. Duck was lucky to leave earlier. Don't worry, we'll manage. Oliver and his crew thanked everyone, then set off for home.
Do you think they'll make it okay, though? If you're wondering why I do this a bit very well, it's just a sensory autism thing.
That's when the rain started. Do you think we should wait somewhere until the storm passes?
Let's try to get as far as possible. This rain can't last forever.
You
But
say
the rain
so.
was not the biggest issue. Suddenly, they saw a a red signal and had to stop. Soon, a signalman came out of the box.
There's been a massive landslide down the line, and nothing can get through until tomorrow at the earliest.
Oh, drat. How far down is it? We're just headed to Sodor.
Oh, you're in luck then. There's another route that starts at the previous junction, so just reverse back there and change the points. It may be a bit of a detour, but it'll get you there.
Thanks. Anything is better than being stuck here all night.
Just get home safe, please.
Oliver reversed back to the previous junction and headed down the new route.
Sorry, I just got a notification from Amazon. And my shop app. It tells me about packages.
The rain finally stopped, but the signalman was right. The route was quite a detour. Unfortunately for them, this line went right through a place Oliver never wanted to visit again, the scrapyard. Even worse, Oliver was starting to run out of water. The driver made a decision. We need to stop here so we can ask where the nearest water tower is.
Here? Can't we wait until we're out of this scrapyard?
We're dangerously low. Better figure out while we've still got some left rather than getting stuck on the line.
And I just got a notification
That was
saying
how
my
we were
package
caught by the
was
escaping,
shipped.
wasn't it?
Yes, well that was on the main line, not on the line
It's on my Disney
itself.
Twisted Tail book. It's gotten shipped.
Oh, look. It's a Sodor engine.
Speaking of things being shipped, guys, before we continue on, I have to show you what Thomas and Friends item I'm waiting to come in the mail. I needed a new diary because I'm like, you know what? I need to keep my anger down in something. Then I saw Hannah got this Thomas and Friends notebook. Well, I did research and I found it on eBay, and check it out. This is going to be my new journal / diary. It's a Thomas and Friends
What a
one.
scabies
They didn't have one with
pile of
Emily on it, but that's okay. I'll take what I can get.
GWYR.
Payment got taken.
Disturbed my sleep.
Ugh. Leave Oliver alone.
Oliver was parked in a siding next to a rusty goods train,
What the heck?
and his driver and fireman went off. Oliver was terrified.
No.
Oh, I never thought I'd be in this position again.
Yeah, at least this time we're just lost, not fugitives. Yeah, well, diesels don't tend to make that distinction. All they see
Oh, it's gonna take a couple
is a
days.
steaming
Okay.
pile of scrap. I wouldn't see you that way. You're a historic treasure worth preserving.
What? What?
Uh-oh.
Who said that?
This
Before
is
he
not
could
good.
answer, there was a loud bump as a diesel backed down onto the goods train. He snorted at the sight of Oliver and hovered away.
Uh-oh.
Revealing a shabby diesel shunter.
Paxton!
Model is Diesel, Airy, and Bert, but there was something different. He was missing the grimace of those
I thought it was
three.
Paxton.
Oh, hello.
Oliver was stunned.
That's
He
Paxton,
didn't
isn't
know
it?
what to say.
I'll tell you that this engine is not for scrapping, so don't you try any games.
No, it's okay.
Oh, don't worry. I can't move myself, let alone another engine. Must say, it's lovely to see a Great Western engine in original colours. I don't think I've ever seen one like that. Always in BR green.
Yeah, your type was built after the creation of British Rail, so you wouldn't have. You're class 08, aren't you?
Yes, most generic diesel ever.
It's Paxton, right?
Assembly line diesel, you could say. Almost 1,000 were built.
Oh, yes. Hordes of them would be swarming around the yards like what is your name?
Paxton. Yeah, Paxton! See, I knew it! I'm like, that has to be Paxton. I'm like, there's no way that's not Paxton.
From scrap? Why, yes. How did you know? Oh, you became somewhat of a legend among us diesels. I'm baffled at how you managed to sneak all the way across the country unnoticed.
This is driving me nuts.
Well, I did have help. Another engine helped me after I ran out of coal on the last night. May I ask what you're doing in this siding? Unfortunately, my time is up. I'm no longer useful. I've been stored for years, but they put me on this siding a few days ago. And I'll be collected any day now and taken away. Taken away to what? Well, the torch. Dark chill struck through Oliver like a lightning bolt. He felt like he was talking to his own younger self when he was in a siding many years ago. I'm so sorry. Ah, well, it'll be quick. I've had good times. I wish it was longer, but, you know, I'm obsolete. Oliver didn't know what to say. It was then when his driver returned. Great news! There's a water tower just outside this yard. We'll be home soon. Oh, I'm so sorry, Oliver. I didn't realize that diesel was there. Well, you can now be... Oh, it's fine. He's quite friendly. We had a good chat. Indeed. Well, goodbye, Oliver. Nice having one last civil engine to talk to. Oliver wanted to say something. He knew he had to get home, but just had to do something for Paxton. Goodbye. I'll try to help you.
Poor Paxton. Poor Paxton.
Thank goodness you've returned safely. I should have stayed with you. Well, it wasn't so bad. At least this time, I didn't have a massive wanted sign on me. Do the diesels at the scrapyard give you any trouble? Not too much. Typical rude comments, but... Duck, I need to speak to the Fat Controller. Didn't you know? He's away on business. He'll be back in a few days. Oh, shoot. Yes, I remember that now. They called him and told him you were safe. He knows, don't worry. Yes, but it's not me I'm concerned about. What? I need to talk to my driver.
Poor Paxton. It's too late for him. Uh-oh.
What? Another steam engine? Who's there? Hello? Stop! Stop! No! Don't you look, you morons! Sorry, we were just clearing the siding. We have to move you. Move me? Oh, so this is it then? No, we're just moving you elsewhere. We have to free up this siding. Oh, so I'm being shunted. I get it. Wait, have we met? Boy, I say, careful.
Wait a minute. Is this Oliver doing this? Is Oliver doing this? How much do you want to bet this is Oliver?
Don't ask where you're taking me. I'm taking you to freedom.
Ah!
What are you doing? I'm just a grungy diesel. And I was once just a grungy steam engine in your exact position.
I figured, because it's like, wait a minute.
Our engine gave me the gift of escape, and I am now passing that gift on to you. I'm taking you to the island of Sodor. You mean it? But would Sir Topham Hatt want me? He will find a use for you. I'll explain later. We've got to get out of here before the diesels show up. We'll attach you to our train and act like you're just giving me a lift. Now, come on. Everyone
worked fast. Paxton was coupled behind Toad in the line of trucks. All right, we're all set. Onward!
You really think this is gonna work? That does look like he's giving him a hand.
But before they could get out,
Uh-oh.
stopped by a red signal.
Uh-oh.
Diesel came lumbering by.
No, 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 no.
What are you doing here? Sorry, I broke down. This diesel was giving me a push. Of course he broke down. Stupid steamer. Don't bother pushing him. Just clearing the line. Pah.
Oh, that was close.
Rust bucket from the siding. I didn't know he could move.
Whew, that was close.
That was close. Those diesels aren't the ones to mess around with. I'm not scared of them anymore.
I wouldn't be scared if we ran into Splatter and Dodge again. What can they do? I'm a free engine, and so is Paxton.
Whew. I was scared there for a minute. I felt my breathing stopped.
Paxton soon made their way over the bridge onto the island of Sodor.
I feel like my heart stopped
Here,
too.
I'll decouple you and I'll take you to the works from here.
Why did...
Thank you enough. Can I just ask, why did you bother saving me after what the other diesels did to you? My dear Paxton, diesel just means different locomotion. Yes, there are ones that are horrible, but you know what? There are horrible steam engines too. If an engine is nasty, then it's an attitude problem, not a physical guarantee.
Oh my goodness, I felt like I was holding my breath and my heart stopped. Oh my goodness. Woo.
You were a helpless, friendly engine in the same position I was.
Oh, brother. I literally am trying to catch my breath because I held my breath for so long.
Turn to his branch line.
What happened? Anyways, so if you notice in this video, it stopped at one point and picked up here. Yeah, that's because it crashed for some reason. But I found out with the app I use for screen recording, if that happens, it can repair the video where it crashed, and I can pick up where I left off, and I have this thing on my camera filter that can make it look like a movie. So I would just have to edit that into one video, and then boom. So there we go. Don't know what happened, but let us continue, shall we?
Branch line.
Oh, but like I said before, I feel
He
like...
snuck into the shed as the others were sleeping. He decided to wait to tell the other engines about his adventures.
I still want to know what the heck happened and how this thing crashed.
Worried. Hello? What's with all the
Ow,
worried
my
faces?
ears.
Is something wrong? Oh, yes, there is.
Uh-oh.
The horrible Diesel is back. Horrible Diesel?
The one that came before you did and told lies about everyone. I saw him in the works this morning.
What?
But he's never been to this island before. Are you... Oh. Are you talking about that Diesel that almost got Duck sent away?
Yes.
Duck's apparently very upset. I don't blame him. What color was this Diesel you saw?
It looked black to me. I'm almost certain that...
Oh, you fools. That's not a black Diesel. He's green, and he's not the one you're thinking of. I saved him from scrap last night. His name's Paxton. How many others have you told?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
You idiots!
I suppose. Wait, they from scrap? What do you mean? Oliver had already raced off.
You gotta find Paxton before this gets out of hand.
Oliver, I've heard heard some terrible news. Yes, I know what. Oh, you've heard it too? Ghastly, isn't it? They're giving Diesel an overhaul too. Yes, but I won't stand for this. He came back twice, and both times caused a scene. He's not what makes the Fat Controller...
Doc, will you listen?
He's just a rotten, oily clanker. He's not that specific, Diesel. How do you know? Because I rescued him from scrap last night, you loony.
That.
Paxton. He's a kind fellow, and probably the furthest thing from your Diesel you'll ever meet. Rescued? But why him? He's a shunter Diesel. How can you trust him? I don't understand. I do. My situation was not too far off from his. That was a very brave and commendable thing you did, Oliver.
Thank
I know
you.
full well that not every Diesel is good like me. I've had experience of that myself when other Diesels rejected my class because of failures. So I had prejudice from both sides. So
I didn't know this
Derek.
about Boko.
I once was a prejudiced Diesel, but when I was cast aside, it gave me a true perspective on how awful it is. I'm awfully sorry, Boko. I didn't mean to offend you. You're a wonderful engine. Oh, I'm not hurt. I'm just telling you to be mindful of subconscious prejudices. We're on Zodor, and Zodor focuses on an engine's attitude, not their propulsion power.
That's one thing I like about Sodor is that they don't care what engine they have. Sir Topham Hatt will never scrap his engines. That's why I like to read fan fictions about it, TV shows, and all that.
Yeah. Now that will be the day when pigs
Duck.
fly.
Duck.
The Fat Controller returned the next day and went straight to Oliver. I'm glad you're home, safe and sound after your journey. Or should I say, journeys. Sir?
Uh-oh.
You seem to have this habit of visiting scrapyards throughout your life. Don't you?
He found out.
Well, is this about Paxton? Yes. I got word that they all thought it was another Diesel that had previously caused trouble on the island twice, and had been put in my works without permission. You don't understand how confused I was until I contacted the works and saw him for myself. I'm so sorry, sir. I should have... It's all right, Oliver. I met Paxton this morning, and he's a delightful engine. He'll do perfect for shunting.
Yay! I love Paxton.
You're going to restore him? Of course. In fact, he's in quite good condition. Just needs some new paint and adjustments, and he'll be ready to go. Any engine in need of refuge can find a place on Shodor. That's my family's legacy. We can't save every engine, but we will try to save as many as we can.
Yay!
Oh, thank you, sir. I'm so delighted. Of course. But let's hope the next rescue has me informed first, by telephone or whatever, so I don't have to cover for a scrapyard burglary. The Fat Controller winked.
I agree.
Paxton was fixed in no
That gives me an
time.
idea.
The engines instantly approved of him, and he does
Well,
various jobs around the island.
Well, duh, Paxton's a sweetheart.
From shunting to quarry deliveries. Even James, who was usually skeptical of Diesels at first in the past, immediately got on well with him. Oliver was already renowned for his escape from scrap, but he is now considered even more a hero after becoming a rescuer himself.
Donald did with Oliver, and now Oliver did with
He
Paxton.
is a Sodor engine after all, and as he learned from Douglas. Sodor
Oh, Douglas, I thought it was Donald.
for anyone in need of help.
Well, that was really cool. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope this crashing issue won't happen again. This is K-Bear101 signing out. Adios, everybody. Okay, now just...